How's it going, everybody? It's your boy Nicky D here, and welcome back to the channel. We are so back. You have no idea how back we are, man. It's never Jover until it's Jover. We are so Barack, baby. Element of Justice, the third case, the sixth episode, is here. Oh, as Meek Mill said, I've been praying for times like this, to rhyme like this, so that I had to grind like that, to shine like this, the matter of time I spent until locked up. Oh, I'm so silly. But yeah, holy smokes. After like a year and a half of waiting, here we are. I'm very much late to doing a video about this. When this episode dropped, I was in Texas. I was out of state. I was at HarmonyCon. Vlog for that coming soon. And yeah, I'm behind on this. I'm also behind on an episode of the Chaotix Case Files, so I'm going to have to hop on that soon. But dude, Element of Justice is so back. Yeah, the last episode, I'm not going to say it left a sour taste in my mouth. I think it was a great episode. But like, holy smokes, talk about a wild ride. Luna just going absolutely berserk in that courtroom, dude. Just berating Pinkie Pie. Punk did not deserve that, man. She did not deserve that. So I'm kind of curious to see how we are going to bounce back from this, you know? Is Luna going to redeem herself? Is she just going to go, like, more crazy? Well, how about we find out together, shall we? Waiting a year and a half for this, so let's not wait any longer. Let's just make like Philip DeFranco and just jump right into it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Previously on Elements of Justice.
Turn that down just a hair.
Ms. Dash, on the day of the incident, you were swapping out Streamline's juice box. But what happened to the one you swapped out?
I went back to Wonderbolt Academy after hearing that Rainbow wanted more juice. When I got there, I saw a crazy tornado tearing through everything. I saw a single pony making it nearby. It was a pony with rainbow hair.
Rainbow Dash wanted to poison Streamline, but did not want to get caught. Moreover, she did not want the victim treated in time. Therefore, she generated the tornado in an attempt to draw attention away from Streamline.
I'm not... Rainbow wouldn't try anything like this.
Look at the facts made bare. Have you been listening? Or are you just willingly being ignorant?
Man, I remember like how crazy I was feeling after watching that episode. Man, so much as time has passed since the last episode. I went to so many PonyCons. I got a new camera. I got a new microphone set up here. It's just like, man, a lot has changed. And you're going to see another change in the upcoming Harmony vlog too. It'll be a welcome one. Wink. You can't really tell that I'm winking because of the glare from the computer that's in my glasses. Whatever, moving on.
Don't you get it? One of us had to pony up and do something about her. Some pony who wasn't afraid of getting a little dirty to do the right thing.
Dash, girl,
As we can
you were
all
so
see,
stupid.
Nowhere does the report list hallucinations under the symptoms for Gricklegrass poisoning. It's entirely possible that Streamline was not poisoned by Gricklegrass at all. This hallucination is likely the result of something else. What was it Streamline said again? Stay, so sorry.
And we learned that
Could
Stella
it really be that Streamline wasn't saying
was part of
"Stay,
this whole,
so sorry,"
could be potentially
but
part of this
rather,
whole mess.
Stella? So sorry? Is this even the same mare, though? From...
Not only are you asserting that the delirious comments made by the victim are relevant, but you're claiming they relate to a specific pony?
This hallucination can't be explained. All I've done is present an argument for what it could mean.
We still lack a definitive explanation for this additional symptom, after all. Court is now adjourned.
Oh golly, oh gee.
Where is she? Where the hay did she go?
Whoa, easy there, Sonata. Why'd you run off like that?
Because I had a feeling that I'd need to hurry in order to catch Rainbow before she got away. Now where is she?
Rainbow didn't get away. She was taken to the detention center right after the trial ended.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I
That's
forgot they
fine.
wrapped up court proceedings that day because, so much craziness happened, to put it lightly. Oh, man. This is going to be very interesting to see how everything plays out. I'm going to
We're
be
headed.
saying that on repeat,
Come
like, a
on.
lot.
Mr. Wright, let's go.
Sonata, I think you just need a moment to calm down.
Yeah, she
Maybe
does.
get some food. We've been running on empty for most of the day.
Food. That's where your head
That's
is
where
at?
my head's at most of the
I
time.
mean, after all that, you've got to be a little hungry.
Come on,
right?
let's go to Hayburger.
Mr. Wright, after everything she just put us through? The only thing I'm hungry for is an explanation.
Now, wait.
No, I'm done waiting. We have wasted enough time doing that. I'm going, and you're not going to stop me.
Sonata,
She's on a mission.
I'm not trying to stop you. We do need to talk to Rainbow. But we need to talk to Rainbow.
I just talked our way out of a guilty verdict by the skin of my horn.
Do horns even have
Yes,
skin?
But
But what?
I'm just not sure you're in the right headspace to talk. I mean, I don't know what you'll start saying when we get there.
What I'll say? What about our client, Phoenix? Did you have any idea what she was going to say? What she did was beyond foolish.
Oh, yeah.
You did call her to the stand.
Are you saying this is my fault?
No, I just think we needed a...
Who's coming in? Oh, hi. Oh, hi, Luna. What's up?
Prosecutor Luna.
Have you a query for me?
You could say that. What kind of act were you putting on in there?
Yeah, really.
An act? Surely you jest.
I'm not kidding. I've never seen you behave that way before.
You've been an attorney for naught but 6 moons, Miss Sonata. Stay a while longer and perhaps you would—
Stop dancing around the point. We're not in court right now. It seems like you were taking the whole matter personally. I'd like to know why.
Today's crops of castigations were not unlike many I have planted and sown
I
before.
will say, like, when I used to read and write pony fanfics, like, whenever they gave Luna such, like, that old-timey vocabulary, it bugged me. Like, I just didn't understand why. But, like, the way they do it here in Elements of Justice, I think they do it a lot better. Now, to be fair, in the initial series, you hear Luna talk like that in, like, one episode. And I think that's really it. She talks a lot more casually throughout the rest of the show. But it's like giving her that, like, old-timey-esque type of dialogue, it kind of just, like, turned me off a little bit. But the way, again, they have it here in Elements of Justice, I feel like the way they use it here is better than from some of the stuff that I have read back in the day. So, honestly, chef's kiss.
Foreign court. My intensity should have been expected. I'd have thought you were more prepared to take on a princess. We always bring our best efforts. Would you prefer that we not?
There's a difference between doing your job and going too far.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Too far. The catch-all term of ambiguous morality. You would deem me as going too far, yes? Yet I could say the same about your tactics. Having blind faith in your client, that seems too far, don't you think?
I'm not I feel
Yet
like
you
that's a
are
bit of an
known
apples and
throughout
oranges
the land of
situation.
Equestria for that very tenet. Who are you, Phoenix Wright, to declare what is too far? And for a prosecutor, no less.
Is that seriously how you think I operate? It's not blind faith. It's trust. Belief. Not just in your client, but yourself as a defense attorney.
Did not your client prove to cause you more harm than good? Was not your trust misplaced in this way?
I won't compromise my beliefs just because things get tough.
I thought that once.
Good line. Good line.
Then the trial with Turning Page happened. All beliefs became but shadows of themselves, fading aimlessly into the dark, into nothing.
Well, my beliefs haven't faded because I know the truth. I know Rainbow Dash is innocent. That's not the result of blind faith. That's the result of trust and evidence.
So you say.
And, regardless of how things ended in the last trial, I'm not going to let it turn me into some pony I'm not. Not even if I want to blame myself for it.
My attitude is none of your concern, Sonata. You should be focused on your own investigation. You've borrowed some time to get your affairs in order, after all. Make peace with what you have.
Hang on. You still haven't answered my question. You can't just...
Guards! I am the princess of the night. Thou commandest me not.
Damn.
Don't let her rattle you, okay? And don't let what Rainbow did either, nor everything else. Let's just calm down and regroup. I've been down this road before, and when that happened to me...
Spare me the speech, Phoenix. I'm not Athena or Apollo. I don't work for you.
Jeez.
I'm not some rookie in need of constant care and attention. I've had my fair share of cases, and in case you hadn't noticed, I just got us out of another. I know what I'm doing, and I don't appreciate being condescended to.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to help.
Sonata, you need to take a breath, girl. Really.
Here's what we're going to do. We are going to go to the detention center and talk to Rainbow Dash. We're going to figure out why she's been holding out on us this entire time. Afterwards, we are going to figure out how Streamline is connected to Stella.
Okay, that sounds like a plan.
It is.
Oh, boy. Man.
Nice to see you too, I guess. Ms. Dash, we need to talk.
Like, hey, we need to talk. What were you even doing in there?
Ms. Dash, please
At
just...
this point, I kinda hope you were trying to get me a guilty verdict. Because if that was you trying to help, I just feel sorry for you.
Just a minute. Rainbow, that's uncalled
Yeah,
for.
everybody is just like absolutely batsh insane right now. Like, Sonata is like crashing out, Rainbow is crashing out, Luna be crashing out in that courtroom. I feel like Phoenix is the only level-headed person right now in this whole situation. Oh man, of all people, Phoenix Wright, you have grown, my man. Granted, I've not played any of the other Phoenix Wright games, and I should. I've only played the first series of games. Or rather, that's what I'm mostly familiar with.
What about you, Nyx? What were you doing? Are you supposed to be helping me? Why'd you let her do all that? You should have stopped her before she majorly screwed up.
Interesting observation, Ms. Dash. But might I remind you, who was it that practically implicated herself on the stand?
Got you
If
there.
I hadn't pulled us out of the deep end, fighting against the current that you created, you'd have been found guilty for sure.
In other words, I'm fighting for my fucking life. Y'all killing me with this.
You're the one who called me to the stand in the first place. Nyx would never do that to me. Which is why I wanted him to be my lawyer, not you.
Girls, please. Let's just take a deep breath.
For the last time, Mr. Wright, I am not one of your proteges.
Jeez, Sonata, come on. Dude, he is trying to help you. You are, like, and I'm speaking from experience here, like, you are being such a goddamn hothead right now. You need to take a breath. I know, because believe it or not, I can be a bit of a hothead. And it's a problem. I need to fix that.
What a mess. It figures she'd rile me up this way. I need to get more out of Rainbow, but I doubt she'd be willing to spill more than she already has. And if I try to press her too much like I did before, she'll likely be even more standoffish. And that would basically mean a dead end. No, it's more than that. I don't want to interrogate her like the criminal they think she is. She's had more
I'm
than
gonna go
enough
ahead
of
and
that
actually
already, I'm sure.
minimize.
I'm her defense attorney, not some correctional officer.
Yeah,
At this
I'm going to minimize the screen because I have so I'm using a different recording software if you haven't noticed, and I kind of only have it have it set up a certain way to like where wait, can I actually wait, I can expand that? Oh no, I can't. Never mind. We're just going to keep it on this because like the way the screen recording is set up, like it's kind of cutting off some of the text. I do want to see like as much as that as possible, so we'll just keep it like this for right now.
At this point, she needs somebody who truly believes her.
I guess Metal Gear is going to get a free advertisement throughout this whole video.
I'm not going to ask you to trust me. We're far beyond the scope of that question. And we'd just be doing the same song and dance.
Oh, really?
I might just try to figure a way to
Figured
like
that
cut
out all
this.
on your own?
And I won't insult you by throwing yet another platitude about trust in your face. We're well beyond that, too. But I don't need you to trust me, Rainbow.
Huh?
No. You'll choose who you trust and when. And if you think I don't deserve it, then fine, so be it. But I don't need that from you. I just need you to work with me. Because I intend to keep working your case, no matter what you think. As you know, we're in serious trouble. If it wasn't for that last-minute gamble of mine, the trial would be over already. The evidence may be shaky, but it's enough to establish you as the most probable culprit. And combined with the perfect motive, the court sees little reason to doubt your guilt.
What's with all this negative talk?
I'm just acknowledging the situation to
Yeah, she's just saying it as it is. Like, girl, you kind of screwed yourself over.
emphasize the importance of what I'm about to ask of you. I'll do what I can regardless of whether you want to work with me or not. But I'm not some all-powerful force. So either we work together regardless of how we feel, or we go down together in spite of it. Now about your testimony.
What? Oh, come on! I thought we were over that! If I wanted a lecture right now, I would have asked for Twilight to come.
No, this isn't a lecture. I wanted to ask about something you said in it.
Yeah? What is it?
You seemed to be convinced that Streamline was a cheater.
Not just convinced. I know it! She is a cheater!
Understood. But if you don't mind me asking, when did you realize that?
It's a bit of a long story.
They'll talk.
Maybe give me the summed up version, since we're short on time. Did you realize that back when she first joined?
No. I mean, when she got accepted, I didn't think there was anything wrong with her. When we first met, I thought she was a bit too timid for the job, but her skills were no joke. A little rough around the edges, but hey, who isn't? Aside from me, of course. Anyways, the point.
Worst pony. She may be the reason why I'm in this goddamn fandom, but she is the worst. What's... She's the best. I'm such a loser. I'm almost 30, man. What am I doing? Put you back. Oh, no, that's not a good spot. And, okay, yep, there we go.
Point is, even from the get-go, she seemed like the real deal. But one day, I noticed she was performing a lot better than normal. And I wasn't the only one who noticed.
I like the background music. That's really
Every
good.
pony was
Really good
praising
composition.
her. I was impressed. But then, over time, I realized she was improving way too fast.
People can be fast learners.
Well, she's an athlete. That's not really unheard of. Do you think she started some new training regimen?
I'd be surprised if she started one at all. Streamline was as lazy as a cat in the sun. She never did the usual warm-ups like the rest of us had to do. In fact, she'd get in trouble for slacking off during training.
We talking about practice. Not a game, but practice. If you know, you know.
Ugh, she was so obnoxious about it too. She kept mocking us for working too hard, with that smug grin on her face.
Maybe she was just naturally gifted?
No, you don't understand. I've been training all my life, studying the methods of the Wonderbolts and other athletes. And for some pony with
It took you up to
skills
season 4 to do that,
improve
girl.
that quickly? In that short amount of time? With only flight exercises and dieting? Well, it's just not physiologically possible.
Huh. Never thought physiologically was in Rainbow Dash's vocabulary. Guess you shouldn't doubt some ponies' expertise in their own field.
Just the thought of it makes me wanna...
Ms. Dash.
Ah... Sorry.
So, was the unnatural improvement the only thing that made you suspect Streamline was somehow cheating?
Well, it did make me more wary. Though I wouldn't have acted if I didn't notice a bit more... stuff.
Stuff?
Like what?
A little bit ago, I noticed Streamline started being really cagey with the Wonderbolts, like she was hiding something. She definitely didn't like to spend a lot of time in the barracks where there were a lot of ponies around, which is all the time.
Didn't you say something about her being kind of timid? Wouldn't that explain it?
I thought that at first too. But she also stopped bragging, which, yeah, wasn't such a bad thing. But it was all really sudden. About as sudden as her improvements. That wasn't everything though. Around the same time, I also noticed that she started drinking out of those juice boxes.
So coupling that with her change in behavior made you think she was cheating.
Exactly. I thought
The juice boxes were spiked with steroids. Oh boy.
she was using some sort of performance enhancer. When she put in her juice
Called it.
box.
Did you have any guesses as to which enhancer specifically?
Yeah. I'll bet anything it's Trot.
Trot?
Trot. I believe I've heard of that. That was one of the substances Ace considered using to enhance his performance.
Oh god,
We
Ace
decided
Swift.
against it when we thought it may create more chances for some pony to tarnish his image.
Trot? That's what it's called?
Yeah. I learned about it a while ago from some fitness magazines. It was unregulated at the time and used to be pretty popular. But then it turned out it had some gnarly side effects. So they ended up banning the stuff. And for good
What
reason.
kind of side effects?
It can really mess you up if you use it too much.
I mean, that kind
No.
of sounds like a...
Bringing a whole new meaning to when somebody is on steroids. Bringing a whole new meaning to the word juiced up. Ah, anybody? Anybody? No? High-fiving myself.
magical potion. Well, a bad magical potion. Those are a thing here, right?
They are, but not all potions have traces of magic. Some are just chemical in nature, as opposed to magical.
Sounds like something Twilight would say. Where'd you learn that? Some prissy unicorn school?
Shut your mouth.
Something like that. Anyway, I'm guessing Streamline's attitude
The
changes
only Pegasus
lined up
I
with
mess
its
with
side effects
is
quite
Zip, dude.
nicely.
Exactly! If Trot's like any performance enhancer, then it not only makes you better at what you do, but it can also affect how you act.
Speaking of acts,
Okay, so she was
I
probably on
remember
the
during
juice.
The trial that you
Literally
seemed
and
to be shocked
metaphorically.
at the mention of the tornado. Were you there when it happened?
No, not at all. That was literally the first time I've ever heard of it.
So
And I
who
have
would
no
be the
idea why
other
Pinkie thought she saw
rainbow
me there.
person?
I was busy training. Well, mostly. I mean,
You were asleep, weren't you?
Mostly. Rainbow, don't tell me. You left in the middle of it?
yeah. I quickly left to switch the juice box in Streamline's locker. Oh man! I bet I sound real guilty right about now.
Yeah.
Much as I disagree with it, Luna's argument seems very sound right now.
But I swear, that's all I did! I never went over to the obstacle course. It never even occurred to me to even go over there. I had to get back to the training session.
I believe her. Still, it's strange that the tornado happened right as Rainbow left. Could some pony be trying to set her up? But who?
Why exactly did you ask Pinky to help you?
Well, Pinky, as she said in the trial, likes to come and visit me. And she usually brings a bunch of goodies, like cupcakes, cookies, the occasional cake, pies. So many pies.
I almost forgot that she does
It's
not
a
like
wonder
pie.
you're able to fly at all with such a generous friend.
I'm not much of a pie person either,
You're
to be fair.
telling me. Pinky brings along so much, I don't know what to do with all of them. I just end up sharing them
You know,
with
I
the
feel like, because like
Wonderbolts.
in the, I guess like if the water bolts are kind of considered Equestria as military, quote unquote, like wouldn't that technically be considered contraband? I mean, like I wasn't in the military myself, so, but like I do have a couple friends, and like had a sibling that was in the military. When try to bringing stuff like that onto a base, wouldn't that technically be considered contraband? I mean, I guess if it's in a form of a care package, if it's been vetted, I guess it's okay. I don't really know the ins and outs of all that stuff.
It's another reservist. Soren in particular loves Pinky's pies.
That's true. That's
So
true.
I figured
Soren likes his
she
pie.
wouldn't make too much of a fuss if I started making requests for what I wanted her to bring.
That certainly would be a convenient way to get supplied with a lot of juice without drawing much suspicion.
And she does know a guy.
And you're sure Ms. Pie only supplied you with juice? It wasn't altered in any way?
Of course! Pinky would never do that, and I'd never ask her to. It was just juice. Plain grape juice.
Ew,
That was
grape?
the only
Oh,
weird thing about it.
come on, not
That
cran
does
apple.
bring up another question.
Or actually, no, cran
What
peach,
did you
dude.
do with
Cran
the other
peach
juice
is
boxes?
amazing.
The ones you took from Street.
If y'all never had cran peach juice, go to the store, pick up some Ocean Spray cran peach juice, and thank me later.
Streamline's locker after swapping them with yours.
Oh, those? I just drained them down the sink, then threw the boxes away.
You...
Drained, then threw them away.
That is
Well, yeah. It was garbage. You don't just keep that around.
respect for
Why?
helping the planet, but that would have been important evidence. You might have wanted to hold on to at least a box. Pinky, Rainbow, you might be screwed, girl.
Is that, like, wrong of me?
No, it's just... Well, I was hoping we could find one of them to look at it ourselves.
Oh.
To be fair, she didn't think she was gonna.
Do you have
This
any
whole
idea where
situation
I
would
could
have
find
happened.
them?
The dumpster near the barracks. Figured it would be less suspicious if it wasn't in my own trash can.
I suppose.
Looks like I may have to do a bit
That's
of
assuming
dumpster
trash
diving
day hasn't
later.
happened yet.
But the chances of me finding anything might be virtually nil. The barracks are also where the locker room is. Might be worth returning there to check it out again.
Hey, actually, if you're going back to the academy, could you try getting some stuff out of Spitfire? Especially about Trot?
We actually already tried that. It wasn't easy. She's quite the fortified vault.
Though we didn't ask about Trot itself. We can try, but I have a feeling she might be tight-lipped about that.
Yeah.
Ugh. Actually, there might be a way to get her to talk.
Spitfire used to have a trot addiction.
See, the thing is, I didn't think it was just Streamline taking Trot. She was the most obvious. But I started thinking there
What?
were others, too. Other Wonderbolts.
No way Spitfire is actually on the.
Ah, can you...
Ain't no way Spitfire is on the juicer, dude. Like, a top Wonderbolt being on the juice is crazy. Ain't no way Spitfire or Soaring or Fleetfoot or anybody. No. Y'all playing.
You believe it?
Ms. Dash, I hope you realize the gravity of such an accusation. If you say this, we'll need to take it seriously.
Yeah.
Good! Take it seriously. I'm not lying. Why would I even tell you this if I didn't believe it?
Who's on the juice?
How reluctant she's been to give us any sort of information. This must have been rather difficult to admit. That must have been so upsetting to you, as a dedicated athlete.
No, duh! I work my flank off every day trying to be the best I can be. To show the world what I can do. What any pony can do if they just put their mind to it and try. And yet, the Wonderbolts, the very ones who inspired me to strive for that goal, have been tainted by others wanting to take a shortcut. Because it's easier to cheat than earn your accomplishments on hard work alone.
You can say the same thing about generative AI. Just pointing that out there. Don't resort to cheating. Sure, yeah, I know people always want results in a timely manner, but honest to goodness, working on something yourself, even if it takes a while, doing something yourself and seeing the end product and being able to say, I did this, is such a freaking dopamine rush, dude. The serotonin and dopamine that's just running through your head is yeah, it's absolutely just that hits harder than drugs, man. That happiness and that gratitude that you get from working on something and you worked hard at it is so good. Don't cheat, be fair.
Streamline represents everything that's ruining the Wonderbolts right now. Ultra users do.
And in ruining the image of the Wonderbolts, Streamline's ruining them for you as well.
Yes. They're my heroes. I don't want to see them like this. How could they betray me? Betray us like that?
Yeah, that's rough.
And that's why I had to do something. I couldn't just sit back and watch my heroes turn into some pony they're not.
Still, couldn't you have gone through the proper channels? Talk to Captain Spitfire?
She probably couldn't have talked to
Sure, there was
Spitfire.
a way
Maybe
for
Spitfire's
it
on the juice. I hope to God not.
Oh, believe me, Nyx, I tried. I marched right up to Spitfire and demanded that Streamline be tested and thrown out of the Wonderbolts.
I'm guessing things didn't go very well.
I'll say, they tested her, and her results apparently came back clean.
With a clean test, they can't exactly throw her out on unproven accusations.
I know better, though. That test was definitely faked. It has to be.
So, to get more info out of Spitfire, we should bring up the suspected trot use among the Wonderbolts.
Exactly! She'll still try and keep quiet, but that should help. No way she can hide that if some pony on the outside comes in saying it.
That is indeed a possibility, but... Rainbow, do you have any proof that there is such widespread trot usage?
Ugh. No. No, I don't. But Snada! This is big! Huge! This is the stuff that makes or breaks ponies! That makes or breaks groups! Sports teams! All the big ticket names! If there's even a chance that it's true, I gotta stop it before the Wonderbolt's reputation ends up in the gutter. But I can't do that while I'm in here. I know I've been a big jerk and all, so you don't have to believe me because of that. And hey, maybe Spitfire or the Wonderbolts themselves, maybe they don't think any of this is true. Heck, maybe you're not even a big Wonderbolts fan. So this is, like, not something you care as much about as I do. But even so...
Ms. Dash. There's a saying I heard a while ago. I can't even recall from where or from who I heard it. When the mob and the press and the whole world tell you to move, your job is to plant yourself like a tree beside the river of truth and tell the whole world, no, you move. So if this is what you believe, then believe it. Don't back down just because every pony else doesn't think there is a problem. even if it seems too late to change their beliefs.
You can stand me up at the gates of hell, but I won't back down.
Much as I'd like to talk to Streamline at the hospital, finding those juice boxes and talking to Captain Spitfire are probably an even bigger priority.
Yeah, I
Especially
think you're right.
since, in all likelihood, the dumpster is going to be picked up by the end of today.
Oh,
If I want to find anything, I need to get to it.
hustle your
beforehand.
bustle, girl.
We can cycle back to the hospital later, since it isn't too far away. Thank you for telling us this, Ms. Dash.
Yeah. Sure. Happy to help.
We'd better get going then. Prosecutor Luna was right about one thing. We're on borrowed time, so we'd better make the most of it.
Yeah, you gotta.
Let's go,
You gotta hurry.
Phoenix.
Oh, God.
Right. Lead the way.
My necklace is caught up in my earphone jack. There we go.
Wait!
Go, go, bye, Mel.
There's something I'd like to ask you.
Oh? What's that?
If you can't get me off the hook.
I will.
No, seriously. Just listen. If you can't, then I want you to bust this trot operation for me.
What?
She's not exactly.
If you can't save me, and I have to serve time for what I did, then I at least want the Wonderbolts to be.
Does she look like she works for the
Wonderbolts
DEA?
again. And for that to happen, they've got to stop hiding this.
Jesse, we need to cook trot for the Wonderbolts.
I'll tell you what, Rainbow.
Stupid.
After I acquit you of this charge, we'll put this trot situation to bed. Together. That's a promise.
All right, Sonata. I'll hold you to that.
All right, cool.
What the? Who was that?
That was Soren, one of the Wonderbolt senior members.
Soren?
The phrase, like a bat out of Tartarus, comes to mind. Soren was flying awfully fast. What just happened?
He's on the juice too.
And there's Spitfire, too.
Oh,
It seems
she
like
looks.
they were speaking to one another about
She
something.
looks irked.
And based on her expression, it didn't end well.
Oh,
She just told Soren for the millionth time, "I'm not going on a date with you."
You two. Today was pretty wild, huh? If court hearings are as exciting as that, I might actually want to attend more of them.
It
Girl.
was definitely interesting.
One of the
That's
court
for
hearings
sure.
of all time.
Interesting doesn't cover half of it. I mean, take Sonata here.
I beg your pardon?
Oh,
It's like, it's gonna take some time. What's that song? What's that? And who did that? All right. It's gonna take some time. I kind of hear like that motif sounds very similar to that song. I forget who that song is by, but like you know the song I'm talking about.
I'll be honest. I didn't expect the soft approach from a mayor as harsh as you.
What does that mean?
Yeah,
It
what?
just seemed like the kid gloves were on a little too much, you know?
Captain, I realize this might seem rather sudden, but is there a problem with performance enhancers in the Wonderbolts?
Oh,
What? You've been sniffing at tabloids now? Come on, Miss Sonata. You're smart enough not to believe silly rumors like that.
Captain, just so you're aware, I am sure that something is going on here, and I will find out what.
You can be sure of whatever you like, Miss Sonata. It doesn't make you right. Now are we done? I've got things to tend to. I don't have time to listen to idle gossip about my team.
We're done when I say we're done. You are going to tell me the truth, and you're going to tell me right now.
you can't handle the truth.
It's becoming apparent that I'll need to drag the truth out of Spitfire, kicking and screaming. Getting her to admit that there's a problem won't be easy. I'll take it step by step and work my way up to that. She has little time to spare on questions that pose a problem to her, though. So I need to be quick, on the offensive. No delaying.
Yeah, I think that's the
What were you talking
right
to
thing to
Soren
start
about,
with.
Captain Spitfire?
Soren?
I recognized him as he flew out of here just now. It looked like you two were talking before we arrived.
That's not really any of your business, is it?
I suppose it isn't. Still, he seemed rather upset.
Well, that isn't anything for me to comment on. Nor is it for you.
You did ask me to look into things happening at the Academy, back when we were looking over the landing strip.
She's got you there.
That I did. Look, if you must know, we were just talking about Wonderbolt stuff. Nothing catastrophic or world-ending.
Meaning?
Meaning exactly what I said. Wonderbolt stuff, and nothing worth causing a fuss over.
Wonderbolt stuff. As in...
Come on.
Naturally, you mean current events. Specifically, the suspected poisoning.
Well, yeah. Soren was just wondering what our plan of action going forward is, that's all.
And I guess he didn't
What
like
is
it.
your plan?
Now that definitely isn't any of your business.
I suppose it'd be a little foolish to expect her to open up on that issue. Still, knowing that those two were having a private discussion about the current case, that's something to keep in mind. So, how are things?
Just casual conversation,
Wonderbolts,
sure.
you mean?
Yes.
Fine.
Just fine?
Yep. No problems here.
Cap. So much cap. More cap than a lid store.
No problems? What about your conversation with Soren?
What do you expect? He's my second in command. It makes sense that when something happens, we talk about it.
So, both of you consider Rainbow Dash being on trial to be something worth discussing in private, then? It's time for some honesty, Captain Spitfire.
I'll ignore what that's clearly meant to imply.
Some pony directly involved with the Wonderbolts is currently on trial. It hardly needs saying, but Ms. Dash's arrest and subsequent trial is a problem, isn't it?
Got him.
Yeah, I guess you could say so.
You guess?
Well, yeah, it's a problem, sure. But so is Rainbow taking matters into her own hooves.
Only because of that negative test result, apparently. That seems a little dismissive of you to say.
Hey, am I wrong? She made her bed, now she has to lie in it. Ugh. Look, don't misunderstand. The Wonderbolts are closer than most other groups. We're not just colleagues or even just friends. We're family.
Family.
But that
Family.
doesn't mean we
Family.
go easy on our own.
I wish I had a pair of
Wonderbolts
sunglasses
still
for
have
that
to take
bit.
responsibility for their actions if they do something without our knowledge.
Is she saying this to me or herself?
Alright, time
At the very
regained.
least, Spitfire is concerned about all of this.
You know,
Behind closed doors.
shouldn't they also be like, I feel like they should have gotten the juice boxes first before talking to Spitfire. That's just me though. Hey, or maybe as this conversation is going on, Phoenix Wright's like quietly snuck away and got the juice boxes. Just a theory, because there was like the last case where Phoenix did secretly snap a pic of like I think it was Diamond Tiara's trash or something like that. I forget what it was. So he could possibly do some side missions himself.
Doors anyway. That's not good enough, though. Rainbow said she told Spitfire about her suspicions regarding Streamline. There's no way she was lying. I doubt Spitfire will admit to anything if I just bring up that one meeting, though. I might have to be a little sneaky and catch her by surprise, so to speak. Did Ms. Dash really not come to you with any concerns?
Concerns?
Yes. About Ms. Streamline, for instance?
Oh, you mean that whole thing about how Streamline is a cheater? I mean, the two of them were going at it during practice a few days ago, like I told you in my testimony earlier. But every pony heard it. It wasn't Rainbow Dash coming to me in private or anything.
Yeah.
Captain, let's not play dumb. Ms. Dash has just told me everything. And about how you were told of her concerns directly. And they go beyond Streamline simply being a cheater.
I'm not sure what you're implying.
You know very well what I'm implying.
Well, it's not true, whatever you think it may be.
I hope you'll understand I can't take your word as fact, given your position.
Why is that? As captain, my word carries the most weight.
It certainly does.
Let me guess. Rainbow told you something else? Then she must be confused. Been a messy couple days, you know?
Here we go. Time to really surprise her. Ms. Dash did tell me something. Would you like to know what?
Sure, go ahead.
Chicken butt. Oh yeah, bottom one. Yep.
It's rather concerning, actually. Ms. Dash admitted she suspects several Wonderbolts are using performance-enhancing potions.
What? But she said...
What'd she say? What's that?
The next words out of your mouth were going to be that she only complained about Streamline taking Trot. That's it, isn't it? Ms. Dash did tell you about how she thought Streamline was taking a performance enhancer.
That sounded like there was a bit of an audio glitch there.
She did. But they were just concerns. No proof whatsoever.
Why were you so intent on keeping this from us then? Captain?
None of your business, that's why.
Ooh.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got work to do. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Close the door on your way out.
No, I can't let this end.
You gotta press.
I don't have time to go back and forth with her on this, but Spitfire needs to see reality for what it is.
Middle, yep.
Does all of this really look fine to you?
What?
Bottom.
Is this what no problems looks like? A Wonderbolt is on trial for supposedly attempting to poison her teammate. On top of that, there's reason to suspect the same teammate was cheating, taking some kind of performance enhancer. But it's not just the one bad apple. Now there's reason to suspect that other Wonderbolts have the same problem.
All of that's coming from the same pony. It's not enough.
It's not enough.
What do you want me to do? Accuse every pony of being a cheater? Am I supposed to tank the whole team's reputation because of nothing but one pony's word?
It's better than doing nothing at all, Captain.
Sounds right.
Don't tell me you're happy to just let this all slide.
Yeah, how does that look for you, Spitfire, honestly?
Yes, your role as captain does mean your word carries the most weight. But it also means you bear the most responsibility. Do you remember what you said during the trial earlier? That Ms. Dash resisting arrest made the Wonderbolts look bad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you see?
Yeah, resisting arrest does look bad, but do you think being on the juice like makes you look even worse? Like it does make you look worse. Like Spitfire, you like gotta come clean, girl.
How allowing all of this to pile up has made things even worse for the Wonderbolts? Not just in terms of appearances, but the team's ability to function?
I know.
Then do something about it.
It will only get worse if you don't address this. I can't say when, but at some point some pony is going to find out. Whether it's a journalist, a tourist, an attorney, or even a Wonderbolt with a conscience, some pony will discover all of this. It's not a matter of if, but when. How much worse will have things gotten by then? How far will the Wonderbolts fall if you don't speak up now?
I want to say something. I really do. But this could tear the team apart. I'm scared. Scared if I do speak up, it'll mean the end for the Wonderbolts.
Top one. Yeah, if you're family,
You're a family, aren't you?
then like regardless of what you say, you gotta or
Maybe
like
not
what
by
needs to be
blood.
said, you gotta say it.
But by something closer, purer even. A dream. A shared desire.
I dreamed a
And families stick together through thick and thin. Don't you think so, Captain Spitfire?
My audio interface is like so dusty right now. I cleaned today and I forgot to clean that.
You're right. Whatever happens, we'll make it through. As a team, as a family.
Family,
But first,
family.
It's time to stop pretending like everything's okay.
All right, come clean,
Checkmate.
come clean. All right, spill the tea,
I
Spitfire.
think, just so that we're all on the same page, I should ask what you already know. Either from what Rainbow Dash said or what you've uncovered.
Well, the performance enhancer Rainbow thought Streamline was taking was something called Trot. What can you tell us about it?
Well, as you said, it's a performance enhancer. But it's not a simple potion or anything. It's sort of dried up, powdery.
Please tell me they're not snorting that, right? Are they just doing like cocaine? Bro, are they just doing straight up cocaine? Oh, please tell me they're not snorting that. Please tell me it's like a protein powder thing that you just mix in your drink. Well, granted, that is how like Rainbow Dash said like she thought Trot was being put into the juice. So it's probably like kind of like how like people will have like Kool-Aid and mix it with their water, or like how people put like protein in like their shakes or whatever.
A desiccated substance?
Right. You can't tell the difference between it and something like flour. The only way you'd be able to figure it out would be to put it under a microscope.
That makes it a lot easier to hide from ponies, I bet. You can just disguise it as flour and feel safe knowing that no pony will suspect a thing.
Didn't people do the same thing with cocaine?
Ms. Dash said it enhances a pony's physical capabilities.
That it does. Trot makes you better, faster, and stronger overall. But it also messes with your head. It affects your mood and psyche.
Just like what Rainbow Dash was
Case
talking about
scenario,
earlier.
It'll straight up change your personality.
Yeah, how Streamline was like
Success at
so
any cost,
timid,
Huh?
and then became like
some,
so eager and
yes.
cocky and
How do
confident.
ponies take Trot? I'm assuming you don't just ingest the powder itself. So what's the method for taking it?
The best way of taking it seems to be adding the powder to a liquid and then drinking it.
Any liquid? Even,
juice.
say, juice?
I just want to go back to what I said earlier. Like, again, when somebody is taking like performance enhancing drugs, as an athlete especially, the slang term is they're on the juice. This here is both the literal and metaphorical version. Because they have drugs in the juice, man. Oh my god.
Yeah. I heard a while back one athlete got busted for having some pony intercept his delivery of water and slip Trot into it. They'd done it out of spite. That pony wanted to screw up the life of another and thought putting him through a scandal was the best way to do it.
Jeez, that is rough.
That's awful.
Yeah.
But they must have been punished, right? They did ruin some pony's career.
Near as I can tell, nope. Light slap on the hoof and some stern words. That was about it.
Dude.
Seriously?
If you're famous enough and have some powerful connections, you can get away with pretty much anything.
How relevant to these times. Oh boy. That's a conversation for another time. That's a conversation for another time. Now's not the time.
Even petty actions like that.
A fact I'm unfortunately well acquainted with.
Yep.
Back up a second. When Ms. Dash came to you about Streamline, did she specifically accuse her of taking Trot?
No, she just said she thought she was taking some sort of performance enhancer.
But you already knew about the existence of Trot, and from what you're telling me, you know that a liquid can be laced with it. Surely a test can determine the presence of Trot itself.
Yeah, we have access to tests like that. Used one too. but it didn't amount to anything.
How come?
Because she tested negative for any sort of substance in her system. You can't argue against that.
Wow. Talk about bad luck. For you, I mean.
Luck might not have anything to do with it. Ms. Dash is about as subtle as a yak in a Pilates class. Streamline may have seen this
What?
coming and stopped taking it for a while, allowing the trot to vanish from her system.
Yeah, right. You don't just stop taking trot like it's nothing, you know. Apparently that stuff's really
Yeah, you can't
addictive.
just quit cold
You
turkey.
realize she could have simply faked the test then.
I get that. But unless a positive test comes back, I can't do anything.
Unless it was a false
And
negative.
I can't just repeatedly test Streamline at random all by herself. That's discriminating against a single team member.
Which would open up a whole other can of worms.
Yeah.
Like hosting a tea party for Parasprites.
Alright. What about the suspicions concerning the other Wonderbolts, though? Surely that's reason enough to go ahead with a full team test?
Well, if I'd known about them before this blew up, I could have maybe argued that a single team-wide test was just standard procedure. But now, after all this, forget about it. I can't make that look normal, and not like some sort of reactionary response to what's been happening.
Better than nothing.
And even if I didn't care about that, what if whoever else Rainbow suspects faked their tests? Just like how Streamline could have. How am I supposed to weed out this corruption? You see how stuck I am? I feel like I'm in quicksand. Struggling just makes things worse.
But doing nothing, though? Pretending everything's fine?
I feel like that's the only option for now. Just ride it out and see how things go for the moment, until I think of a solution that won't end in disaster.
I feel like, okay, like, sometimes writing it out can be good, but in a case like this, you know, where people's lives are on the line, careers are on the line, health is on the line, this is not something you can't just hopefully will go away. Like, again, lives, health, and careers are on the line. Doing nothing is just not, should not be in the forefront of your mind. I get that, like, hey, we can't just do one test for one person regularly, because, yeah, that is discriminatory. I agree with that point. But, like, I think maybe having, like, multiple regular team tests would have been the better option, regardless if it was before or after this. Like, if this was brought to light, then, like, sure, like, if it's reactionary, so what? You're time to run a tight ship now. Or rather, an even tighter ship. Spitfire has run a tight ship, but clearly she needs to do better. Like, if it comes off as reactionary, so what? Honestly, like, so what if it comes off as reactionary? She really should just, like, go ahead and just do these tests. I think that's probably the best thing. I'm going to keep this ring on my thumb. It just keeps slipping off.
I feel terrible just sitting around, doing nothing. But I'm the captain. It's up to me to make the tough
Then make the
decisions.
choices!
Sometimes that means playing it safe.
Playing it safe is
Can't
not
afford to
doing
be reckless.
anything good for you right now,
I think
Spitfire.
I understand now. What Ms. Dash was trying to do, I mean.
You mean why she was swapping Streamline's juice boxes out?
Yes. She wasn't trying to poison Streamline. She was probably trying to find a way to prove that Streamline was taking Trot.
But Rainbow said she threw the juice boxes away.
Oh, wait, maybe so that way to prove her taking Trot. I wonder if she's in withdrawal right now. Oh. That might be it. Maybe by swapping out those juice boxes, it'll put Streamline into a state of withdrawal, proving that, yeah, she was on the juice. You know?
How could she prove anything without actually having a juice box laced with Trot as evidence?
That, I'm not sure about.
It might be because of the negative results of Streamline's test. I shut Rainbow down pretty hard once it came in. She might have been trying to stop Streamline taking Trot altogether by throwing her juice boxes away and replacing them with regular ones. Probably figured if I wasn't gonna hear her out anymore, she'd make sure Streamline wasn't on Trot and wasn't able to make the team look bad.
That seems likely, yes.
Do you think all of this is why Streamline, according to Rainbow, was acting so off lately.
What do you mean?
Well, Streamline was supposedly lacing her own juice boxes and stashing them in her locker, in secret, right? On top of that, she's singled out and forced to take a test to prove she's not on trot. And she probably had no idea who knew her secret.
At least not until Rainbow outright accused her of being a dirty cheater.
She must have seriously been on edge at all times. With the threat of expulsion, if not humiliation.
So maybe, okay, so if withdrawal isn't in effect here, they're not talking about withdrawal. I'm the only one talking about withdrawal right now. But take withdrawal into account. Plus all that, the mental gymnastics that are being played in Streamline's head. Or not mental gymnastics, that's not the right term. But like, the stress and the anxiety that she is playing through, be like, does somebody know? Is my career on the line? Like all this stuff that's just rushing through her head, all of that just like became a calamity of a bad mental state, and just let's keep watching. We'll probably arrive to a conclusion.
Worry and distrust building up make you unsettled, paranoid.
No kidding. Before we go, Captain Spitfire, I'd like to ask you something.
You asked a lot of things,
Go
Sonata.
ahead.
What do you think about this tornado business? You don't think Ms. Dash is responsible for it, do you?
Well, no. There's no way she'd do something like that. But I don't exactly have proof she didn't do it either.
Think back to the day of Streamline's collapse. Was there anything that didn't seem odd then, but might mean something now?
Well, before Streamline collapsed, for just a moment, I didn't see Rainbow Dash around.
Just like Rainbow admitted.
I'd figure she just asked to go to the bathroom, because she came back not long after, and that was when she was arrested.
Man, imagine like just
Look, I'm
finishing
not
using
saying
the
this
can
myself,
and getting
but you could definitely
and leaving in
argue
silver
that Rainbow
bracelets.
Dash used that time away effectively, if you catch my drift.
Funnily enough, Prosecutor Luna actually made that very argument in court after you left.
She did? Ugh. I'm guessing she did that because I said Rainbow's a top-notch flyer.
Yes, but I'm sure she would have argued that regardless of your testimony on the matter. You aren't at fault here.
About that, though, I know Rainbow's fast, but that seems like a lot for one pony to do in such a short amount of time. Don't you think?
Like I said, I'm not suggesting she did all that, but if any pony could, it's her. And if this whole trot situation has taught me anything, it's that ponies will do anything to achieve their goals.
It also doesn't help that Ms. Pie apparently saw Ms. Dash making the tornado.
She only said that it was a pony with rainbow-colored hair.
That's a distinction without a difference, Mr. Wright.
There's not really anybody else that has rainbow colored hair. Now, I do remember at the end of Turnabout Storm, there was that Wob Niar that bumped into Phoenix, who was like a kind of like a Rainbow Dash alter ego, but that was just more so for like a throwaway joke. That cannot come into effect here, right? That'd be stupid. I'm just trying to figure out this whole like pony that looked with me. There's not really anybody else with rainbow colored hair other than Rainbow Dash's parents, but I don't think they would be in play here. Yeah, this is odd, man.
As much as I believe Ms. Dash didn't do it, how many ponies have a mane as identifiable as that? Thank you for being honest with me, Captain. This will definitely help Ms. Dash's case, in one way or another.
Nah, I should be thanking you for making me see sense.
It's a tough job, being the boss. We understand, Captain.
Just so you're aware, though, Streamline being on trot, or likely being on it, this will more than likely come out during the trial tomorrow.
You think so?
Oh,
I know
yeah.
so.
Oh, yeah.
Which is why I think it'd be wise to start drafting some sort of statement and speak with the Wonderbolts once Mr. Wright and I leave. I'll do my best to not mention anything about the Wonderbolts as a whole potentially being involved. But Streamline is a different matter.
Just be as honest with them as you were with us. I'm sure they'll understand.
We'll be fine. Don't worry. I'll do what I have to do.
And so will we. Goodbye, Captain Spitfire.
Oh, it's sick. We're going back to Apollo and Juicy. Let's go.
These are hay fries, Trucy, not regular fries. I don't think my human stomach would be able to handle them.
Not with that attitude.
I don't see you complaining when we visit Eldunes.
Nice to see you finally realize how deadly those bowls are.
If you're just gonna leave them, I'll take them off your hands.
Knock yourself out.
You really ought to eat something, Apollo. No sense in running yourself ragged on an empty stomach.
Amen to that. Best
You'd be
horse,
running
best
on
horse.
fumes, and who knows how long that'll last you.
I know that feeling
How
all
can
too
any of you
well.
even think about eating right now? We spent hours investigating the whole area of Secretariat Racecourse, only to turn up with nothing. What a waste. I'll bet Mr. Ray and Sonata uncovered a lot more in their case than we did.
I suppose they kind of did.
I don't think I've ever felt this far behind.
Hey, don't beat yourself up. You're doing everything you can.
Am I? We've got, like, 2 pieces of evidence on hand. That's it. What the heck am I supposed to do with that? Sorry, Trucy, but I can't help it. This has just never happened before, you know? And I can't exactly take comfort in me doing everything I can if doing that doesn't seem like I've done anything at all.
I know that feeling.
That if I was handling this case, I probably wouldn't find even a single piece of evidence. So the fact that you got 2, that makes you twice as good as me. And who knows?
Yeah,
maybe those 2 pieces
yeah,
of evidence
Apollo
are the
being
only
compared
2
to an
with the
8-year-old.
same rarity.
Something tells me it's not going to be that easy.
So why beat yourself up over it? You say you don't think you've done anything, but you also haven't done nothing. That's, something, right?
I suppose.
Oh, that's just Polly's way, Spike. It's always work, work, work with him.
Work, 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 work.
Even when he knows he definitely should have.
Says the girl who started her magic shows at the age of 8.
My magic shows are safe, Polly. You were caught in a bomb blast in the middle of a trial.
What? Apollo, you got blown up?
And then exploded again?
It was just rubble.
Just? He threw himself in front of our friend Junie so she wouldn't get hurt. And then, after rescuing her, he went right back to work the next day like nothing happened.
What happens in the rest of the Phoenix Wright series? Somebody remind me to play the rest of those games, dude. Like, I only know the initial first 3 games. What happens in the rest of these games? Good lord. I have some catching up to do. At some point, I'm going to have to sit down and play the rest of those games, dog.
You make me sound like some kind of superhero.
You are a superhero, Polly.
Are you kidding? You tanked a blast and saved a girl. Isn't that like Superheroics 101?
Sure sounds like it to me.
Look, why even bring this up?
This reminds me of that time a while back when I thought I had to be the one bucking all the apple trees in the orchard.
Oh, yep.
Fun memory. But I think I get what Trucy's driving at, Apollo. It's fine to be aware of how much is at stake and how much you gotta do, but you gotta learn to give yourself credit, or a break even, for the things you do get done, and stop fretting about all the things you didn't. Sometimes it's enough that you're trying something, even if it doesn't seem like you're accomplishing what you hope to.
Yeah, Twi's always saying, better to be proactive than passive.
Mm.
I think you're definitely doing just that.
Point is, Apollo, Spike and me, and Rarity, I'm sure, we're mighty grateful that you're giving this a good, honest effort. And I get it. It can't be easy. I'd be lying if I said I don't feel a bit shaken up by what little seems to have turned up. But you're trying, and that means the world, really. You're trying because you believe in Rares, and we believe in you. You're gonna
Applejack.
do everything you can.
Jeez Louise.
Keep on
Okay.
doing that,
Hang on.
come what may.
Oh, oh, I'm so stupid. Oh my gosh. Okay, hang on. So I have a anime figure on my audio interface. I have Free Rent sitting on my on this little thing over here. She was just sitting like this, and when I guess when I the cord was caught underneath her leg or something, it just flipped away. Sorry, Free Rent. Oh God. Okay. Well, that's saying in the video. Actually, no, that's right. I think my arm was probably underneath the cord of my headset. Hold on. Okay. I think I'm still good with audio. Here, we're going to stop recording for... Here, let me just... I think I'm okay. The microphone light is still going. I think I'm good.
Yeah.
Let me just backtrack a little.
And we believe in you. You're gonna do everything you can and keep on
That was so
doing
stupid.
that, come what may.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, everyone. I didn't mean to be such a downer.
Hey, that's okay. I'd be more worried if you kept trying to be an optimist all the time.
Yeah, right. That sounds exhausting. For sure. Though I feel like an optimist would have a better idea of what we should do next. Do we go back to Brideway? Or KMA? Maybe talk to Rarity some more.
Ah, there you are, Mr. Justice.
Oh, great. Just who I wanted to...
Oh, right, that guy.
Land sakes, Detective Reed. You look like you've been down some mean streets lately.
Trust me, madam. I've been down meaner. Los Pegasus, for instance. I once worked with a private investigator with a penchant for wisecracks, chess, and drinking. He was also fond of inner monologues. I guess working in those kinds of dingy places, one must cope in the way one sees fit.
Is that supposed to be a reference to something?
Are you sure you're going to be okay, Philo? You look like you shouldn't be standing up at all.
Somebody get my man some water.
This exhausted heart, Miss Wright. Alas, you are correct. I'm liable to collapse at any moment.
What?
He's just like me for real.
Such kindness. But have no fear, with the magic of a double shot of espresso.
He really just like me for real, because I'm running off of 5 hours of sleep. It is currently 11:42 at night. I should probably be in bed. And here I am watching a My Little Pony and Phoenix Wright crossover series. The things I do for you guys.
So from a food cart, I shall have my energies and spirit revitalized.
And the owner will have a heart attack when you fall to the ground in front of him. What exactly are you doing here?
Following up on several items of note, some of which you'd no doubt find relevant. I know this is unorthodox, but would you mind if I spoke to you, Mr. Justice? In private?
Anything you can say to me, you can say to them.
To your friends, yes. But to the other ponies in this dino? I do not believe that is in, shall we say, our best interests.
They're going to a secondary location.
Well...
Remember what John Mulaney said. If there's a secondary location, do not go there.
Go on, Apollo. We'll wait for you here. No worries.
They're going to sack it. He's going to get kidnapped, sacked, and then just going to end up in some sort of back room behind Broadway.
Might be a good idea to get Philo away from Spike, too.
Yes, Spike is ready to throw hands.
Excellent. Follow me if you would, please.
Go to a place.
All right, Mr. Reed.
This is
Mr. Justice. We've gotten to know each other.
That's where the alley where Stella got knocked, dude. Apollo's gonna die in 5 minutes. I'm calling that now. Place your bets now. Apollo's dying in 5 minutes.
So well, you may as well call me Philo. If you'll permit me to call you by first name, of course. Besides, you've already referred to me as Philo once before, have you not? We're already on first name terms.
He's got me there. Fine. Yeah, whatever. Philo. What gives? Wanting to talk in private?
You make it sound like I have something nefarious in mind.
Yeah, you're probably gonna stab
the
him.
scenery doesn't exactly help in that regard.
Yeah, this is
We
the place where
are
Stella got
standing in an
like
alleyway.
whacked.
That we are, Apollo.
Well, nothing good ever happens in alleyways. Least of all the creepy ones in big cities like this.
That's so true,
I
bestie.
feel like someone is gonna jump out and assault me or something.
Bro, oh my god, he's
You
gonna
could
get
not
stabbed.
Possibly know how true your words ring. I shall explain what I mean shortly. First, though, there is a matter of the favors I called in for you and Miss Wright.
Oh,
I was kidding.
I'm guessing your contact gave Trucy permission to serve as my co-counsel?
Unfortunately, no.
What? Why not?
Trucy's not gonna be co-counsel?
I warned
What?
you, didn't I? My contact is as rigorous as the rules she lives by.
Right.
And would perhaps die by them if she had to. What you
Chancellor
asked for,
Nasir?
how
Not
you asked for
Nasir.
it
What the heck was her name?
To put it bluntly, greatly unorthodox.
Well, excuse me for not knowing how to do this properly. It's not like I'm literally a stranger in a strange land.
Yeah, he's Blood's been here for
I
like
see
what,
that
2
look of
weeks?
despair on your face? Do not fret. I managed to work out an alternative means of acquiring what you desire.
That better not mean anything illegal.
Not at all. You merely need to send a letter to Lawkeeper Equity, formally
That's
requesting
her
for Miss
name.
Wright to serve by your side. And, as there's still time before your trial, you should be able to make such a request today.
That's a relief. At least one good thing is happening, kind of. And Spike can send letters with that strange dragon magic of his. So I should be able to ask for his help. Alright.
Okay, so I guess Apollo isn't
suppose I should
actually gonna
thank
get
you for
stabbed.
that, at least.
Do not overexert yourself on my account, Apollo.
Believe me, that's the last thing I want.
Now, the other matter. As I recall, it had to do with that letter incriminating Miss Rarity.
Do you have it?
Yet another negative, I am afraid.
Okay. Now I'm really starting to question why you felt this conversation needed to be had in private.
It's still being subjected to several tests. The police want to be as thorough as possible, as I'm sure you can understand. That said, I was able to stop by headquarters and gather some of my notes for your viewing.
Mm.
The letter was sent to a certain Cerie Polamer.
Surrey, oh yeah.
Of course.
Wasn't she in the slammer?
She was in the first trial, and the one who framed Coco Bamel.
Indeed.
Justice for my
This incriminating
Justice for my girl Pococo.
and possible procurement of a certain exclusive fabric material. I say exclusive because, to my knowledge, there is only one maker for it. Or, there was only one maker.
Stella.
Overall's fabric.
Oh, right, overall,
And
duh.
knowledge of this fabric was, by all accounts, particularly singular. Only a few ponies had any direct knowledge of it.
Rarity was one of those few. Don't tell me this is what the police think connects her to Overall's death. Wait, that's another thing. During Coco's trial, Suri said that she also knew about the fabric, but she wasn't any of the ponies who were told about it. Do the police also think this is how she came to know about the fabric's existence?
My expression. You've realized it too.
Never mind my expression. This letter, how was it sent?
By mail.
Then that means it could have been forged. Or someone else could have written it.
No, Apollo. That's impossible.
How?
Impossible?
Forgery had been something the police considered. Naturally, they attempted to prove that wasn't the case. And they succeeded.
How?
It's simple. They checked the letter's paper. That is, the stationery it was written on.
Right, we know what paper
It was
is.
custom made. And the police were able to trace a manufacturing order for it back to Carousel Boutique.
Ah,
An order
sugar.
signed by Miss Rarity.
Well, the signature could have been forged.
I see.
Okay, so yeah, okay. Somebody was able to get Rarity stationary. Okay, fine. But her signature and handwriting, or rather hoof writing, could have been forged. Right? Right? That has to be a point they bring up, right?
That still doesn't strike me as definitive. I wonder. Can I check out this stationery myself at some point? Maybe check it against... Oh, wait.
Another crestfallen expression?
Well, I was hoping I could at least look at this letter. As you say, it's still in police possession.
Ah, yes. I can see why that'd put a damper on your spirits.
It's okay. I appreciate you at least trying, for rarity's sake, Philo.
Ah, my dear fellow, don't let your chin drag along the asphalt for too long. I'll get you that letter as soon as I can.
You will? Why?
Because you asked for it, and because I believe in fair play.
That would be great, Philo. Thank you.
Respect.
Thank me once I have retrieved it. But you are quite welcome regardless. In the meantime, you may make use of my notes. Feel free to compliment the penmanship. I take great pride in my written work. Now, as is daily gear, I've saved the best for last.
Oh.
You remember my offer of getting you information about those Bridalway sisters' disappearances?
Stella and SB Pantomime.
SB, that was the other one too, right?
Them? Yeah? What do you have?
Here you are.
What the... files?
You ought to take some pride in this privilege, Apollo. You are the first in Equestria, besides a select few, to have access to these documents.
Oh, shoot.
I recognize the formatting. These are court transcripts, aren't they?
Yes, but not for any ordinary court case.
Wait, is this back when the
These
overall was on?
are the transcripts and general case details for a secret trial.
Is this the what from when Celestia was
Secret trial?
the judge, Trixie was the
Specifically,
prosecution?
one that centered around the victim of your current case. Overall concept.
Overall concept? Hold on.
Things are coming full circle now.
Hey, I was just about to read that.
This is your last chance, Apollo.
My what?
You can disregard this event as mere happenstance if you wish. Or you can read on and fall deeper, yet deeper down the rabbit
No, we going down that rabbit hole, dog.
Don't be so dramatic.
We being like Nexo and hopping down the rabbit hole. Into the abyss we go. Shout out to Nexpo.
You've already told me this is about a secret trial involving overall concept. Do you expect me not to be curious about what's in that transcript?
For real.
Well, curiosity can do more than kill a cat. What will it be, Apollo? Continue pursuing the truths that lie in front of you, or turn to the past and see what awaits you through the looking glass.
Okay, come on, Edgar Allan Poe. We need everything.
It happened 6 months ago. There was a murder charge? Overall being the suspect and the victim.
Was it SB
Overall
or?
was charged with murdering Estella. But that doesn't make any sense. I mean, we learned that they were friends. And that mayor at the race course, Miss Gleam, she said that they might have even been a couple. Which, yeah, it could be bogus, but...
There is another thing. Your earlier comment about the nature of this alleyway. I said it could not have rung any more true.
Right.
Yeah, you did. Wait. You don't mean...
This is the alleyway where it happened. Where Estella, the stellar designer, was murdered.
Oof.
Ugh. I just got the worst kind of chills.
That's just the design of a cross for a character that doesn't exist. Am I okay?
Why? Why would Overall kill Estella?
Perhaps the answer lies in these proceedings.
Or at least be accused of it.
Sure. Okay. Let's see. August 21st.
Alright, we're going back in time like Huey Lewis.
Prosecutor Trixie, you may call your next witness.
Let's see who else you've got.
I just noticed, so in this the flashback, I'm not sure if they did this earlier, but there's a very, very subtle, light, maybe kind of grayish hint to it.
Trixie has no other witnesses to summon, Your Honor.
Really?
I call
You
malarkey.
must be quite confident in yourself then.
Undoubtedly.
I think that's I Am Shadow as Celestia.
Trixie knew right from the start her case was airtight, and saw no reason to delay it by vetting more than what was necessary. And what was more necessary than one definitive witness? From Detective Eye, we have determined quite the number of things. Firstly, the ponies involved. Secondly, where the murder occurred. And thirdly, how it was committed.
Bloody
And
bad,
we were
it looks
able,
like.
thanks to the efforts of our peerless defense attorney, to establish that the defendant had every opportunity to commit the crime. Thank you, once again, incidentally. Trixie tips her hat to you.
You're not welcome.
Let us not forget, however, this was only established after you presented the wrong piece of evidence.
The way that Celestia was talking out the side of her mouth like this.
Perfect, Your Honor. Though it pains her to say so, Trixie will freely admit that. But doesn't the point still stand?
It does, yes. The prosecution has indeed set up a strong case against Mr. Concept. But it is still hard to believe. They were friends. Close friends. And yes, I am aware of what the tabloid suggested of their relationship. But close. Very close, regardless. Such wanton, seemingly random violence is deeply regrettable.
I feel like there's a butt in
Be
there
that as it may,
somewhere.
this is the truth. Sure, it is hard for us sane ponies to understand, but that's how it always is, isn't it?
How what is?
The sane will always fall victim to the insane. We can't go where they go to imagine such things. We can step into their horseshoes, walk a mile in them all we want, but there will always be something holding us back. Something that prevents us from fully understanding why they do what they do.
Maybe that's for the best. Maybe that's how we keep ourselves and our world safe. Is it perhaps better for us not to know the why of such atrocities, so that we may not end up committing them ourselves?
I feel like that's backwards
Ignorance
thinking.
is bliss?
Yeah.
No, that's naive, Your Honor.
It is so naive.
And dangerous, too.
Yeah.
I've come to know that well enough. Mr. Concept, this we may never know stuff? That's just nonsense. Because we need to know. You need to know why your friend died that night. You need to know why this happened. Why you got caught up in it. I can't guarantee all the answers. But I can at least guarantee that I'll get you out of this. No matter what the prosecution tries to pull. Still, I have to admit, Trixie's wrapped this up rather neatly. It all seems so simple. Deceptively so. But that can't be the case here. What was it he always said? Ideas aren't usually that simple. What you initially think of them isn't always right. If that's the case, then how Trixie's presented this entire situation has to be wrong somehow. I just need to find the right angle to attack from. The right angle to attack from? Private Eye said something to that effect just now, didn't he? That's right. Private Eye said that the wound could only have been inflicted by swinging at Estella from the front. And the weapon was that old walking stick, which was originally located
behind the body?
That's all there is on the actual killing itself. But what about the arrest? I had my suspicions about that from the start. The arrest report said that Overall was found and arrested between the victim's body and the back door entrance to the theater. Three pieces of information at my disposal. Now, how do they fit together? What new information can come to light thanks to these details? Okay, don't get ahead of yourself, Sonata. Start small, start simple. Which two make the most sense to connect?
Probably the walking stick and angle the attack. Yep.
On the surface, these two pieces of information suggest a pretty simple chain of events. The murderer grabbed this walking stick prop from the nearby dumpster, turned, and struck Estella on the head, killing her. That's what the prosecution said. But more importantly, this tells me what needed to have happened for the killing to occur. The killer needed to attack Estella from the front, yes, but also, most likely, from a place where it'd be easy to retrieve the murder weapon. In other words, near the dumpster itself.
Something to keep in the back pocket. Alright, so yeah, those are really only two things that you gotta connect there.
The report and the location. Yes, my instinct was right. This isn't as simple as the prosecution wants to make it out to be. And now I know just how to prove it.
It is a rather open and shut case.
No, it is not.
I suppose.
Objection! That's a little rude, don't you think?
Look at you talking about rude.
Speaking.
It'd be ruder for me not to make an objection, Prosecutor Trixie.
Well, I was about to ask if you had one, Miss Sonata. That you anticipated me, it would seem.
A mild correction, Your Honor. I don't have just one objection. In fact, I have several.
Objection!
I object to your objection.
Make 100, it doesn't matter. Like Your Honor said, this is an open and shut case, and you can't just...
Now, Prosecutor Trixie. We must let the defense have their say. And besides, I am rather curious as to these several objections.
Fine.
Sounds like I've got my golden ticket.
Because I got a golden ticket.
Thank you, Your Honor. To begin, let me present this piece of evidence.
Take that!
As you can see in this report, my client was arrested at 10:30 p.m.
Trixie assures you we all have eyes and can read.
Look,
Can
just
you?
humor me, okay? I didn't give you grief when you read out the disturbance report. Anyway, the timing isn't what I'm interested in. It's this part. Overall
Music
was
goes
found
kinda
in
hard,
the
not gonna
victim's
lie.
body and Bridalway's backdoor entrance.
Yes, I see.
We all see. What difference does this make?
All the difference. Especially when we consider this other piece of evidence. Take that!
The autopsy report?
Please tell Trixie you're not going to say that's somehow fake, or that we're in need of an updated one.
Don't you worry.
A little bit of meta
I
humor from
actually don't
Phoenix
think
Wright
there's
Games.
anything wrong with the report. Still, I'd like to walk us through it together.
Patronize us?
That's enough, Prosecutor Trixie. Defense, you have the floor.
Now, the report says that the victim died due to blood loss, after suffering blunt force trauma to the front of her head. Do we agree on that?
Hard to disagree when it's written right there.
Exactly. And Private Eye's testimony also proves that. But there was another thing he said that stuck out to me, and that made me think about this report. He said that the prevailing theory was that the murder was not premeditated.
Indeed, a crime of passion, as Prosecutor Trixie put it. Completely unplanned.
Unplanned, uncoordinated, and highly unconventional. The killer had simply grabbed what was available. That's what Private Eye theorized.
Yes, that's nice and all, but Trixie still doesn't understand why you're objecting. So far, you've agreed with everything Trixie has argued.
Let her cook, Trixie. Let her cook.
Then let me show you why.
Tell me why.
Overall was arrested here, in front of the Bridalway Theater backdoor entrance. And Estella's body was found here, in front of the dumpster. Now, according to the autopsy report, Estella was struck on the front of her head. This means that the killer, who retrieved the murder weapon from the dumpster, would have needed to have attacked Estella from here. Now, do you see the problem?
You mean besides your stubbornness? No.
Come on.
Come now. Earlier, you said we all have eyes. Why don't you use them? Look closely.
Ugh. But that's... What?
If the killer struck from Estella's front next to the dumpster, then...
Exactly. Overall, when he was arrested, was not arrested facing Estella's front, but rather her back. Because he had come out of Bridalway's back door and was found between the door and the body.
Why, you're right. But doesn't this mean that Overall could have struck from behind?
That is impossible, Your Honor.
And why is that, My Little Pony?
Ah, she said the thing. Roll the credits.
The impression of the wound simply wouldn't match. Estella had to be attacked from the front.
Objection!
What are you objecting to?
Don't be absurd, Sonata. Overall could have still retrieved the weapon from the dumpster and attacked Estella from the front.
Really? That seems highly unlikely. You're saying he would have left the backdoor entrance, gone past where Estella stood, retrieved the murder weapon, killed Estella, then returned to the backdoor entrance and waited there?
Seems a
for the
little
police to
convoluted,
arrive?
yeah.
That does sound absurd.
His hoof prints were found on the weapon. That can't be denied.
Maybe he moved it away?
No, it can't. Still, I have to wonder. Does that really prove he committed the murder?
How could it not?
Consider where it was found. At Bridalway Theater. And consider Mr. Concept's occupation. Costume
Odds are he
designer.
touched it a million times,
This
so...
prop, I'd wager, is more than just for the stage. It probably is something made for a specific costume. And if that's the case...
But that's still
Mr.
all
Concept.
conjecture, though.
Yes?
This walking stick prop that's been at the center of our discussion. Have you ever worked on it before?
Yes, I believe I have. I was asked to make it for a production of Shakes Pony's 12th Night.
12th?
One of the characters disguises herself as an old stallion. Sadly, it wasn't one of our most well-received plays, so we tossed a lot of the things made for it, stick included.
And as an earth pony, you'd have to use your hooves to handle making it, not magic, nor wings.
That's right.
Well, that seems a far more likely explanation for how Mr. Concept's hoofprints ended up on this stick. But if you don't think that's up to snuff, we could go and ask all the members of Bridalway if they can confirm that Mr. Concept worked on this prop before.
Oh, the
Not that
taxpayers
you
would
mind,
love
though,
hearing
right?
that.
Since you said you didn't need any other witnesses besides Detective I.
But Overall still had enough time to kill the victim. The disturbance report clearly shows that. The timing of when it was filed gives him 6 minutes of opportunity to...
Yes, that disturbance report. Funny thing about that, this whole contradiction of positioning I pointed out, it only appears because of that updated disturbance report and that transpositional error.
Ha! Exactly. Wait. No!
Uh-oh.
The prosecution has just realized the error of her ways, Your Honor. Let us say, then, that the contradiction I've pointed out only appears because of this disturbance report.
Uh-oh.
Well, if you want to get rid of this contradiction, then it follows you have to get rid of what causes it. The report itself. After all, it doesn't make sense for Overall to both have time to kill Estella in the way she was killed, and be arrested in a spot that would have made killing her impossible. Yet the disturbance report contends that very thing.
Are you saying this report is somehow fake?
Fake or wrong, pick your poison, it doesn't really matter.
Pick your poison, she
Either way,
says.
this updated one is faulty, and the original must be true. And furthermore, if it is true that the disturbance report was actually filed at 10:12 and not 10:21, then my original point stands. Overall, having gone on break at 10:15, could not have killed Estella at the time the disturbance report said he did. Take that, Trixie. If this was a chess match, I'd call this a discovered check.
But surely Your Honor still sees that the prosecution's argument has merit somewhere.
Girl, don't
There
try to
are
argue that.
certainly points worth considering, I will grant you that. But the defense has successfully cast reasonable doubt upon your stance.
Yeah, it's up
As
to the
that is
prosecution.
situation we find
You have to
ourselves
prove beyond
in,
a shadow of a
I
doubt.
cannot say I fully believe in what you have been arguing this entire time.
So that's what he meant.
What I've demonstrated is that my client, overall concept, could not have killed Estella. The court, therefore, cannot rule against him.
I concur.
You say that as though that eliminates all loose ends, but now we're just back where we started.
What do you mean?
Isn't it obvious? Look, if Overall did not kill Estella, the natural question is,
Then who did?
who did?
Admittedly, I don't know.
Well, we're not on trial for that.
You don't know?
Don't get me wrong.
The whole point
I
of
would
this
be
case
interested in
is
trying to figure out
to
who
get
really did this.
Overall acquitted.
But my duty is to my client, first and foremost.
There you go.
I was here to defend an innocent pony. And I've got a right to follow my conscience in that regard. Even if it means leaving some things, for the moment, unanswered. The defense rests.
As far as the defendant's innocence is concerned, I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts or evidence presented today. As such, I can confidently say that Overall Concept was not the perpetrator of this horrible crime. Be that as it may, we cannot leave this particular stone unturned. Estella's death must be solved.
Amen to that.
Prosecutor Trixie, after this trial, you are to investigate this faux updated disturbance report. We cannot trust its credibility. Perhaps by investigating it, we will gain a foothold into figuring out who killed Estella and locate her still missing sister. Is that clear?
It is, Your Honor. Trixie will do what she can to right this wrong.
Sure. Her going along with that may be one part out of legal obligation, and one part out of embarrassment.
Eh.
But I don't sense that she's any less genuine. So Trixie really has changed. It's not all a performance. Good on her.
Not bad, Sonata. This being your first case and all, I seriously expected you to flop.
I'm glad I could exceed your expectations.
Oh, why don't you take a compliment? It's not every day I give one out, you know.
All right. Fine. Thank you.
Just don't let it get to your head. You got lucky, but this is just one trial. I'm sure we'll meet again for many others. And when that happens...
When that happens, I'll be ready.
You'd better be.
Now then, I believe I am ready to declare my verdict. Mr. Concept, if you would please take to the witness stand.
Your Honor, would it be alright if I said a few things real quick?
I suppose so. Go right ahead.
Miss Sonata?
Yes, Mr. Concept?
For a second, I thought that I was hearing Skyrim music. I'm not gonna lie.
For believing in me, fighting for me.
You're very welcome.
And, Miss Trixie.
Miss Trixie? Go screw yourself.
I, know this might seem a little strange, but I also wanted to thank you as well. For, you know, doing your job.
Buddy.
It couldn't be easy. Doing something that doesn't feel clean, for lack of a better word.
Ooh.
But I know a little about having to do things that don't always let you rest with a clear conscience.
Yeah.
So, for what it's worth, thank you. And that's about everything I wanted to say.
And very fine things to say, Mr. Concept. A shame that it had to happen in such dire circumstances. But I do hope that you never have to come to trial again.
You and me both, Your Honor.
This court finds the defendant Overall Concept.
Woo! Court is adjourned.
Court is adjourned.
Man, oh man. Okay, so Celestia was I Am Shadow. I just want to check something here. Okay.
Or is there something else out there, forcing the clock to reset?
Gosh.
Must put trust in me,
Pegasus Wings, you did great. You did great. For your first episode as the director. Amazing job. You have no idea how much I miss this, dude. Is there a post-credit scene?
must put trust in me, even if you feel unsure. We must fly and chime on forward, so we'll forgive and
I don't think. Yeah, no. There was no.
Crispy.
Yeah, get out of here.
And for a limited time, just $5.
Okay, we're actually going to stop screen record because apparently with this new screen recorder software I'm using, OBS, it only lets me record up to 2 hours, and I'm at like an hour and 49 minutes. So let me just stop there. Wow, dude, you have no idea how happy I feel right now. Dude, this was honestly a very good episode to like pick up where y'all left off from a year and a half ago. Everything was just so good. I feel like ending this episode with the flashback to Overall Concepts trial was a really cool touch to it that I really, really liked. Yeah, I could have sworn I heard like maybe like an audio glitch there. I'm not sure if that was like something on my end or like what, or like just something with my internet. I don't think I really have too much to say other than just like I'm just happy that this series is back. It looks like it's like picking up right where it's left off. It feels like it didn't really lose momentum. I was not anticipating anticipating like such a the angle for like Streamline to be like drug related. I was not anticipating that at all. That is a really, really interesting and cool idea that I would like to see explored a bit more. I mean, I'm sure that's going to come up a lot more in the next episode. Dude, yeah. And the fact that some of the people in the Wonderbolts are probably using it too, and like, man, like hearing like the problems that Spitfire is dealing with, like, damn. Poor girl, but I do have to agree with Sonata and Phoenix. Like, not doing anything is not the approach. I get it; it's overwhelming, but like just not doing anything. Like you cannot be passive in this stuff. Like as the leader, and as she said, that steroid or drug or whatever you want to call it, it's ruining lives, and not saying anything is going to do more damage. Like, what's it going to take? Like another pony to lose their life, 5 more people to lose their lives or get hurt or whatever. I also do kind of like them, Trucy, Apollo, Applejack, and Spike at the diner. I think that's a kind of a cool, like a nice little moment there, and them giving Apollo the encouragement that he needs. I think was really nice and cool. Especially Applejack being the honest pony that she is, best horse. Yeah. Again, I'm just happy that we have the series back. It seems like, again, I'm kind of regurgitating what I already said, but it feels like they didn't really lose any momentum. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just stop it here. Guys, thank you again so much for watching. It's good to see this series back. Hopefully we get another episode at some point this year. I would love to see more coming out very, very soon. Again, sorry if this took a little while. I was partying it up in Texas, and the HarmonyCon vlogs are coming soon, along with another reaction video to the KALX case files. That's happening soon. I may just do like a double reaction where, like I do for the KALX case files, I'll just watch the most recent episode and then the next episode in one go. I'll see how that works. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to the Ace Attorney Elements of Justice YouTube page. Link for the video and the channel will be in the description down below. Links to my socials in the description box as well. With that being said, everybody, take care of each other, love each other, and I'll see you next video.